Today I'm going to teach you 5 things that you can learn from John Frusciante. The first thing you can learn from John Frusciante is that he uses his thumb to fret his root notes always. This frees up the rest of your fingers to do the kind of Hendrixy licks that he always does. Like for example, I think this is one of the most important parts of John's playing, because if you want to do them Hendrixy licks that he does and you're barring chords like this, you don't really have any space to maneuver and you don't really have any free fingers to do anything. So if you bring your thumb around, wrap it around the top, then you have all of this space and you have a couple of free fingers to do licks. Number 2, let's talk about John's groove. So this kind of links in with the first point, with the thumb over the top. If you see John playing a kind of funk groove with one note, for example, he never really hits one note. He's always playing all 6 strings like this. You can see this in songs like Can't Stop and Charlie, where he's not necessarily playing all 6 strings, but he's hitting them and he's muting them with his thumb. So I'll show you a quick example of the song Charlie. He's playing the last 3 strings, but he's hitting all 6. This is really important for funk guitar playing, because in a funk scenario, a guitar is nearly working as a percussion instrument as well as a guitar. There's a lot of percussion strumming while you're not actually playing notes, that kind of like. Number 3, let's talk triads. So triad is a chord that's broken down into 3 notes. So for example, the A chord, which is this, triad of that would be them 3 notes. Perfect example of this is Snow. So if triads didn't exist, this is what Snow would sound like with chords. So triads are a staple part of John's playing, and I would definitely recommend learning them. I'm going to show you a couple examples of songs that have triads. Simplistic guitar solos. John is known for writing really sometimes simple but very memorable guitar solos. And it's something that's really hard to do as a guitarist, because most people, including myself, you go into a studio and you want to do the best, most technical solo that you can do. But that's not always the case, because the main point of a guitar solo is to improve the song, make the song benefit from this guitar solo, make the song better essentially. But John never does that. He never lets his ego get in the way. He always writes a solo to benefit the song. Check out this little improvisation of the solo from Californication from Slane Castle. simple but really memorable. Another point to make is Snow. The song Snow is one of my favourite songs. I think it's one of the best Chili Pepper songs ever. And that song has no guitar solo, which is crazy because that's such a guitar song. It's an amazing riff and all that kind of thing, but there's no guitar solo in it. So he obviously thought, this song isn't going to benefit from a guitar solo, so I'm not going to do one, which is really cool, and that takes a lot of discipline. Number 5 is the use of the pickup switch right here. John is known very well for using the bridge pickup a lot on the Strat, which not many people do actually because they're quite trebly, a lot of high end in them. But John uses the bridge pickup for a lot of his funky lines like this. And then he uses the bridge pickup for like the likes of chords and riffs and stuff. Perfect example of a song that has both pickups is Purple Stain. I'm going to play a little clip of it here. Watch when I switch the pickup, you get a fatter sound for the chorus. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button below, drop a like and drop a comment of what you want to see next. Also give me a follow on Instagram to keep up to date on what I'm posting next, and I'll see you in the next one.